Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo. So keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show. Holy shit, we figured it out. I reached out to the Supabase support. I said, here's the problem. I also said, hey man, I don't know what I'm doing. This is all AI. This is what it told me to have you check. Just let me know. And it responded with the guy responded with a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo that I don't know anything about. And he said, let me know if this works. So I copy pasted the entire email and I put it into Cursor and I said, this is what happened when I reached out to support. So try these. And I put it in there. It didn't work. So then I put it into Codex. I said, okay, here's what the guy said, put it in there, it didn't work. So what I did was I took that, put it into Claude. So it's the fourth AI tool I've used in the span of 5 minutes. Put it into Claude. I say, hey, take what this email says, put it into step-by-step action steps or action items for Cursor to then work with and I guess just solve these errors. And lo and behold, it worked. So that was exciting. And then I went to undo the task complete. So the error was when I would complete a task, it just wouldn't complete. So that was the issue. What was fixed was I can complete a task and then it's good. But when I go to undo it, it's not good. So there was the same error, but just for undoing. So I thought, holy shit, that was only half the battle. Excellent. Let's keep going. And it was actually pretty quick. I think maybe 2 or 3 prompts afterward we got it to work. I've also noticed something. When I say great work or great job or yes, this is exactly correct or whatever, I don't know if it's coincidence. I don't know if this is real, but the output of the work that I get is much more along the lines of what I'm looking for. And I say please multiple times a sentence. I will literally, and this is all to AI, I will literally say, please make it so XYZ, please. Please make it so this goes up here, please. Please make it so when this goes up here, please, that when I click on this, that this happens, please. And I don't know. I've just gotten in the habit of saying please. I guess it's good thing to say please, but talking to AI, you know. But anyway, we are cranking away, we're working, and hallelujah, it works. So very exciting stuff because that means we can move forward. So just going to keep on working on what I've got here and then continue on into the new year because today is Wednesday, December 31st, 2025. It is 6 p.m. and Lexi should be home in about 30-ish minutes. And then we are going to go to dinner at this restaurant called Twigs. And then I think we are going to stay in tonight. I think that's the plan. I don't give a shit much about New Year's. I can appreciate the energy around it of people wanting to change and be better and stuff like that. I think that's cool. But all that changes is a second on the clock, which then changes different numbers on a calendar that was man-made. I've talked about this so many times, but I mean, shit, the actual year doesn't even start until April 1st, which is ironic because it's April Fool's Day, you know? Because if you look at the names of the months, we have September, which is 7. We have October, Oct, meaning 8. November, Nov, however you want to say that, meaning 9. And then December, meaning 10. So, and we have 13 months because they're months. Because there's 13 cycles of 28 days. So add 3 months to December, that would be January, February, March. Real year should start on April 1st, but it's all good. So whatever, it's all good. So yeah, we're probably just going to stay in. At least that's what we are thinking of doing. So whether or not that happens, I don't know. But yeah, I don't really give a shit. I mean, a couple years ago, I actually went to bed early and got excited to wake up early the next day. And that might have been the sneeze episode. Maybe it was. I don't know when that. If you know what I'm talking about, that's great. My uncle sneezed on audio, and he just screamed. I mean, he was down the hall in a whole separate room with my door closed. But anyway, I remember going to bed early, and I just remember feeling good about that choice. That I just went to bed early rather than staying up and trying to celebrate. I was about to say the Earth going around and orbiting everything and making one full. I'm even trying to say cycle around the sun or whatever. But I don't know who even knows about all that shit anymore. But anyway, so we'll see what happens. But today has been a shitty one, to say the least, because I've been battling this error, and it has caused me to feel so disinterested in all this, because it's just, I'm not making any progress. I went 2 full days doing the same shit, working the same prompt, and I think maybe it sucks even more because I don't know anything about what I'm doing as far as, actually working on it and fixing things myself without AI. And I think that makes it feel just very not preferred. I would rather not do this. And so that causes me to kind of withdraw, get distracted much easier, take more breaks, hang out, and I probably spent way too much time on my phone today, whatever. So not a fan, but things are hopefully on the up and up now, because I am now past that error, so that's great. I also would love to start the new year off having all my shows uploaded, so I'm going to do my best to get all those onto Podbean. And I actually haven't done any kind of stats or anything like that on the show in a while, so maybe I'll do that really quick. So let's see. At the time of this recording right now, we have... Am I still playing ads? I don't even know. Time of this recording right now, we have a total of 11,280 downloads. That is everything we've got. And that has spanned across 7,500, does it tell me the number? Across 7,431 people. And it looks like there's no more data. This view sticks there for 24 months. Okay. Well, I can't see the data for the all time on my show for the listens. I don't know why. For the geography. I don't give a fuck enough, apparently. If I just did... We'll just do this year. Yeah, let's do this year. So, this year, we got 7,115 downloads. Yeah, I need to make a year recap for sure. That's what I need to do. So that's what this will be. So I got... And let's make this full screen. Hold on. So I got... Fucking load, dude. What a first world problem. Load. Load quickly, load immediately, load fast. I want to see what I want to see when I click on what I want to click on. God damn. Okay. So for the full year, we had 7,115 downloads. Very cool. Which it looks like that's a 70% increase from last year, 2024. This was across 4,858 people. So it's 88% increase from last year. And it says I have one interaction. I don't even know what that means. So this year, the top 5 listens per country are the United States, 5,114 downloads. Then we have New Zealand, 320, Ukraine, 230, Australia, 205, India, 194. And then I guess there's 2 more mentions because they're so close. Canada and the UK, 174 and 171. After that, it goes Singapore, Japan, Russia, Spain, Brazil, Finland, Hungary, Switzerland, France, Ireland, Lithuania, Poland, Bangladesh, Denmark, Netherlands, Mexico, Philippines, Germany, South Africa, Rwanda, Sweden, Turkey, Fiji, Israel, Italy, Norway, Argentina, Iraq, Jordan, Nigeria, Venezuela, Barbados, Chile, Colombia, Kenya, Romania, Serbia, Taiwan, Bolivia, Ecuador, Hong Kong, Iran, South Korea, Morocco, Portugal, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Belgium, Bulgaria, Belize, Czech Republic, Algeria, Egypt, Ethiopia, Georgia, Cambodia, Sri Lanka, Luxembourg, Moldova, Panama, Pakistan, Paraguay, El Salvador, Syrian Arab Republic, I don't even know what that is, Uruguay, Vietnam. Those are all the countries. Nice voice crack. Hey, my voice hasn't cracked recently. Why? It did every other word, and now it doesn't? I just realized that. Why? It's frustrating that I don't know. But anyway, those are all the countries that listened to this show this year. Everything below Singapore is less than 100. So, yes, we have so many of these countries, but don't think I'm getting thousands per country. The only country that has a comma in it here is the United States with 5114, which is 71.88% of all listens. So, there you go. As for the platform, iOS leads the pack with 2897, and then Mac OS 2112, then Windows 1269, Android 321, Linux 244, and then everything below Linux is below 244, but it really is below 13 because we have Alexa, Windows 10, Fuchsia, Windows 7, 8, Vista, Chrome, KaiOS, Roku. Someone's listening to my show on their TV. That's crazy. And then we have Unknown with 146. So I don't know what that is. And then we have the sources. So this is pretty cool. Oh, this makes me happy. Listen to this. So top 5 most listened to platforms for the show. Spotify leading the pack at 1763. Second place is Google Chrome, 1588. I don't even know what that means because you have to listen to the show on some platform. So does that mean they listen to, for example, Spotify, but it was through Google Chrome, not the app? I don't know. Then we have iHeartRadio at 736. We have Edge, which I believe is Microsoft Edge, at 639. We have Safari at 580. And then we have Apple Podcasts at 498. Then we have Apple Mail. I don't know what that means. Apple Mail, 385. Podbean app, 259. Firefox, 142. Internet Explorer, 71. LAVF, I don't know what the fuck that is, 58. Chromecast device, podcast website, mobile Safari, UI WebView, Google Podcasts, Android Player, Alexa-enabled device, i.e. Chrome, Android, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Amazon Music Podcast, Google Nest Hub, iVoox, Air Podcast, Tizen, TV, Samsung, iOS, iTunes, KaiOS Podcast, Conqueror, Mozilla Opera, Phantom, Qt. All of those are below 50. And the majority of them are single digits. So that is the sources. Actually, let me go back. So in the U.S., the states that took the cake here, I'm going to name all the ones that are above 100. Everything below 100 is 55. So we have Utah, 1522, Virginia, 852, New Jersey, 834, California, 710, Vermont, 282, Washington, 202, Georgia, 151. Everything below this is 55 and under. And I still, looks like somebody nope, never mind. Just kidding. So still to this day, I don't believe we have any listens from New Mexico. Not one person in New Mexico has discovered the show. So I think that's interesting. For Canada, most of the listens have come from Ontario and then British Columbia. Well, it's Ontario at 155. Everything else is 6 and lower. So British Columbia, Alberta, Quebec, Manitoba, I don't know how to pronounce it, New Brunswick, and then Nova Scotia. And then for Australia, we have most coming from New South Wales at 148. South Australia, Queensland, and Victoria are 23 and below. For the UK, we have England at 94, Scotland and Wales at 5, unknown at 67. For Sweden, SE for 3. Västerbotten is 1, and then Östergötland is 1, and then Blekinge is 1. Then for Germany, we have Bayern, Niedersachsen, Hessen, and Sachsen. Sachsen. Hey, dude, I got a delivery the other day from FedEx for all my home gym stuff. Motherfucker asked me for my last name, and I signed. I said Sessions. I later go on to look at the delivery to make sure all my packages were delivered, and it says signed for by B. Sessions. And it was pronounced, or it was spelled Scechts. Sessions. It's not hard spelling. I feel like the last name of Sessions is, I feel like that's a common word. I had a great workout session. The court is now in session. A streaming session. Whatever. I don't know. Hello? Oh, Babes is home. You scared the shit out of me. Well, yeah, I'm recording a show right now, and then I stopped, and then I heard whoosh, 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 whoosh. And then here you are, I think. Hi.
I love you.
I love you too. I have the best girlfriend in the whole wide world. So that is Germany, Sweden, UK. That's what, the reason why I even spotlighted those countries is because that's what Podbean has. It has it broken down by, I don't know what you call them, province, state, area, territory. I don't know. Call them states here in the US. So that's cool. You can actually see the country view. So anyway, and then what else do I have? I have the most active times that people listen, and it seems like I get the most listens on Wednesdays and the least on Fridays. So it looks like top 3 would be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The least amount is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Interesting. So I get the most midweek and the least on the weekends. I don't know why. As far as hours go, most active. I mean, I don't have enough stats to really talk about this, but I have the most listeners between 12 and 1 p.m. That's what it seems like. And then Tuesdays at 7, I have the highest is Tuesdays at 7. That's when I get the most listens. So what happens at Tuesdays at 7? I don't know. And then as for total episodes, where can I see that? Let's go to overview. Top episodes. Okay, here we go. This year, wait, is this for... Wait, what? Hold on. All these numbers are wrong because it's going from December 1st, 2024 to November 30th, 2025. Great. All those numbers I said are inaccurate slightly. So that's excellent. Whatever, dude. Who cares? So this year I got 84 downloads on episode 287, 50 on episode 7, 37 on 667, 36 on both 451 and 670, and it doesn't actually show me anything. Oh wait, view more. Ooh, it's showing me a whole bunch of shit I don't even know what it means. It's good. I don't even know how to control this. 24 months, apply, whatever. Okay, so let's just move on. We'll go to ads, ad management. Oh, now my webpage is not loading. So I think by definition it doesn't. Oh, I am still running ads. So I made, well, hold on. Whoa, I made $2.30 this month. If I go all time, I've made $6.64. That's pretty cool. It says I have a dollar adjustment because the revenue is adjusted based on the impressions that are ultimately deemed valid. So I guess I got people listening to the show that aren't actually people. So that's wonderful. 664 over 1,800 ad impressions. It was 1797. Interesting. Okay, very cool. Well, how does that work? Because I made $2.30 this month, but I started running ads July? June. May, actually. No, June. So I made more. Is that because... Who cares, bro? December. Well, actually, if you put it into December, I made $2.45. If we go November, made $1.20. Why did I make more? I get more listens this month? I don't know. So yeah, we're rich as fuck. What else is there? So I guess we recorded 365 episodes, maybe more. I don't know if I had any extras in here, but in this last year, probably not, but cool. It is the longest streak I have in my life right now. So I believe this is episode, I mean, I can check. God damn, I have, this is episode 804, it looks like. And then I think I have up to 799 uploaded, so I'm a little behind. But if you're listening to this, you wouldn't know. So anyway, maybe I'll just conclude the show there. Time to get ready to go on date night. So, and then hopefully upload as many of these as I can. But yeah, that's the show. That's the little stats and review there for this year. I think technically what I read was from December 1st to November 30th of this year. I clicked on the last 12 months. Today is December 31st, so the logic should follow that it is it's the end of the month. So show me 12 months, not the end of last month. That's so stupid, dude. Stuff like that bothers me. Why would I want that, Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for listening. Let's have a good next year. But, I mean, I could say the same thing for a month. I could say the same thing for the week. If fucking calendar changes a whole bunch of numbers at the same time, we throw a fit about it. So, all good. Thank you guys for listening. Talk to you later. Peace.